Hi friend, so it's time to feed your baby. This is going to be one of the biggest jobs that you have as your baby continues to grow. We know that there is a lot of motivation around body feeding your baby because we know that human milk is the best for human babies. However much or however little you can, every drop of human milk counts. And we know that fed is best. So we're going to go over some breastfeeding positions as well as some alternatives to the breast so that you have a full repertoire of how you can feed your baby. So first you want to get your baby into the proper position, and we went over those positions before when holding your baby. They're also usually good breastfeeding positions. So support your baby's neck. One position is a football hold, which will be kind of like this, and you want to aim your nipple to your baby's nose and not to their mouth necessarily. You want to bring baby to the nipple and not be hunched over or contorting yourself too much. Another good position, which is basically the same position but across your body, is the cross-cradle hold. And again, you want to aim for your baby's nose, let them open really wide, and then latch your baby. Some folks prefer to bottle feed their baby, which you can do in similar positions, but you want your baby to be kind of sit up for bottle feeding because you want to pace out the bottle feeding and make it as difficult and as much work as working on the breast. So you don't want to go bottoms up with your baby. You want to pace it out so that they can take their time and let you know when they're full. Usually you want to keep the bottle parallel with the floor and not go bottoms up on them. And just like the breast, you can tap their nose, tap their cheeks, get them interested until they come to the nipple. But when your baby is brand new, their tummy is tiny and they don't need a big bottle like this. There are some alternatives that you can use instead of the bottle. The first is a cup. All around the world where bottles are a little less accessible, people are cup feeding their babies. You still want your baby to be sit up a little bit, and you don't want to tip the cup too much into their mouth. You want the cup to be at the brim of the liquid so that they can start lapping it up out of the cup and using all of the same muscles that they would if they were latched on, and not trying to dunk it too much into their mouth. Just keeping it right at the brim so that they can lap up as much milk as you either expressed or you made with formula or artificial baby milk. Some folks are not really comfortable cup feeding their baby, or they feel like they're going to lose a lot of the milk. One other more secure way to feed your baby is through a syringe. Your baby's tummy is so small that a syringe is usually a really good size. And you can feed the baby right out of the syringe, but that might be a little bit uncomfortable for the baby. So you can add some tubing to the syringe. And this tube you can tape onto your pinky, and you can do some pinkie feeding, which lets your baby connect with you a little bit more and is really good for partners because you see I have my hands full. Your partner can sit with the syringe and you can have it attached to your pinky, and then you can pinkie feed your baby and they can latch onto you and you can get that personal connection. Similar to pinkie feeding, you can tape this onto your breast so that they can both breastfeed and get supplemented at the same time. So that would be like this, and you would bring your baby to the breast like you would normally, and your partner can slowly syringe feed as you're breastfeeding. So that's kind of a combination or a supplemental nursing system.